Hi. Oh my god, you can see my dog. This is not framed right, first of all. Hello. I'm sitting on the floor because I feel like I'm not in my usual space with my bookshelf and everything, but I feel like I set this up. This is my current TBR too. But this is my first video on BookTube. Um and I just really wanted to talk about books. So this is the BookTube newbie tag. I have all my questions for the BookTube newbie tag. Is that what it's called? The newbie tag? Yeah, newbie. Sorry. So yeah, I'm gonna get into the questions. So I feel like this video is more appropriate than the original first video I had. I did film something as my first video that will be up anyway. But I felt like a get to know you video would be more appropriate since I have no BookTube presence, I think. Is what I'm going for. So, yeah, let's get into it. So, why did you start this channel? Pretty basic, but I wanted to talk about books. I feel like I don't feel like I don't have anybody in my life at all to talk about books with. I can talk about them, nobody will listen, and nobody really cares. So, I really just want people to talk about this with. Because I mean, I do read. I do read. I feel like I read. I like I feel like if I find a favorite book like I did a few months ago, I want to talk about it with someone who also has that same interest and not just keep talking and talking with the person not really caring about what I'm saying. So, I just wanted to share interests with people who also share the same interests. What are some fun and unique things that you can bring to BookTube? I'm pretty sure everything unique has already been done. But I mean, I can bring my perspective on things and like how I view stories and characters and things like that. I'm not sure if there's anything new I can bring. I'm sorry. I'll try. I'll try my best. I swear I'll try my best. But I just talking, really. What are you most excited for about this channel? Again, kind of like in the beginning, I just wanna, I'm excited to talk to people who share the same interests as me. Like, if we have the same, like, favorite book or anything, I want to talk about that and, like, talk about characters and, theorize. I don't theorize about things. I want to talk to people. I feel like I only have a couple friends and none of them like books, so I want more friends. Be my friend. Why do you love reading? I just like stories and being able to experience different things through like books or even like through movies. I really do love movies, so experience like different stories and get immersed into a different world is kind of what I like. Some people might call that escapism, but it's reading. That was corny. What book or series got you into reading? This is tricky. Okay, listen. Um, Originally, I started reading back in middle school, so it would be like the 2014 era of books, so The Fault in Our Stars, the Divergent series, John Green, but I only ever read The Fault in Our Stars. But the Divergent series I feel like really got me in there. But okay, listen. My reading story is I don't know if it's interesting. I don't think it is, but I stopped reading after middle school, so I didn't pick up a book until 2021. I mean, I did pick up books, but like only required for class. So I didn't read outside for my own enjoyment. So in 2021, was that the pandemic? I feel like it was the start of the pandemic. So that's kind of, I feel like the year that Harry Potter TikTok took over. So Draco Talk, if you remember that, if you were on that side of TikTok, I was too. And I'd really loved Harry Potter in elementary school, and I was like, I can't keep looking at these TikToks. I'm gonna get sucked back in. And I did. I got sucked back in. I wanted to rewatch all the movies. The thing is that when I was in elementary school, I only watched the movies. I knew everything and anything that had to do with Harry Potter about the movies. Never read the books. I had the books. I just never read them. So one night, about 2 a.m., in 2021, I was like scrolling through my TikTok and I saw Harry Potter. I was like, okay, that's it. That is it. I went downstairs and I went to my bookshelf and I picked up the Philosopher's Stone. The Sorcerer's Stone. Why did I call it Philosopher's Stone? That's so British of me. Wait. It's the Sorcerer's Stone in the US, right? I'm not crazy. That was so British of me. Sorry. Yeah, and I read it. I was in school at the time, so it took me a little while to finish the series. I did finish it, and I kept reading. I took a literature into film class, and I read movies that were adapted, literature that was adapted into movies. I enjoyed it. I found one of my favorite books in that class, and then I just kept reading. And here we are. So, it kind of slowed down when I was like in classes and everything, but I feel like I graduated, by the way, in December. My graduation ceremony was in May, and I got a Barnes & Noble gift card. And I bought a lot of books. So, anyway, that's kind of how I got into reading first, and then how I got reintegrated into reading now. So, yeah. What questions would you ask your favorite booktubers? My main question is, how do you read so many books, not only in a month, but in a year? I would love to do that, but I feel I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. You read super fast, I assume. What challenges do you think starting a booktube channel would be the hardest to overcome? Kind of back to like reading. Back to reading. I was already, whatever. Probably like reading the amount of books that I want to be reading. Like I see people's videos and how many books that they read. I want to achieve that someday, and I feel like I would love to set goals for myself, but like reading the amount of books that I want to read in a month or in a year is going to be challenging, I feel like, because I feel like I just don't have the time right now, which is also terrible because I haven't finished a book since July. We're in November. It's bad. Yeah, I read on my off time when I can. I try. I've been reading Normal People. I'm almost done with it. I hope to like get that video started and hopefully have a few books to include in that as well. So we can only hope for the best. When did you start reading? I kind of covered that. It was in middle school when I, got into that 2014 book era. Fault in Our Stars, John Green, Divergent series, things like that. What else came out during that time? 2014. You know what I remember specifically? Boom Clap, the song. It was also in the Fault in Our Stars. That is like 2014 core for me. That and like, I don't know. Was Summertime Sadness 2014? I feel like that's very middle school for me. It's crazy. And Lorde. Yeah. Where do you read? I read in bed on the couch. In bed on the couch. That's where I read. I've tried to read on vacation. I've tried so many times to read on vacation. I've found that I can't do that, and it just isn't something that I do. Like, I'll bring the book with me. I've had books come with me many places, but if it's like overseas and like on vacation, like I can't read on vacation. I have no idea why. I think I'm just always looking out the window or something, but like, yeah. Canada is different though. I do read on the drive to Canada. I live in New York, by the way. So, yeah. For some reason, vacation is just not a reading time for me. I don't know why. What kind of books do you like to read? Pretty basic. I like fiction. I don't know if you see my thing. This is kind of my darker section here. This has like horror, the books that I meant to read in October and I didn't. And this is more like lighter, I feel like. The Summer I Turned Pretty is on this shelf. Fourth Wing, which I still haven't read. I've been meaning to read that. The second book of Fourth Wing, and like The House on the Cerulean Sea, The Prestige. I will never shut up about the Prestige movie. That blew my mind. And then I found out it was a book. So I picked it up. And I want to read that. I'm just not in the mood to read that. You know what I mean? I'm a mood reader. Yeah, and I'm also excited for If We Were Villains. Yeah. Oh, so fiction. Anything except sci-fi. I'm sorry. I took a sci-fi course in last semester, 2 semesters ago, and boy was that hard. I really tried. I did. I got an A, but sci-fi. I'll try it again. Maybe at some point we can make a video that's called me trying sci-fi, and I'll try to get through it. But like, sci-fi is the one thing I can't do. What does your book collection look like? I do have a bookshelf here, but that's like my elementary school like bookshelf. I have my more updated bookshelf at the other house, my mom's house. But I can't show you that because we're not there. And I feel like maybe I'll go there next week, but I really want to get this video up. So if I go there soon, maybe I'll record it for you. If not, then this is what you're getting right now. This is my TBR. I think I have 20-ish books on my TBR. I'm not sure. Let's count. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22 books on my TBR. Currently reading Normal People. 22 plus The Count of Monte Cristo, and I have the entire collection of the Sherlock Holmes books. It's like one of those big books with the whole series in it. So I have that. I have a few books that are not here because these are the ones that I said I was gonna read first. They're still here. Yeah, so those two plus I want to say The Spanish Love Deception, and I'm not sure what else. But there's a few more, not many more, but a couple more. Yeah. So I hope you enjoyed this newbie tag. I hope we can talk about books together because I would really love some friends who share the same interests as me, so we can talk and theorize. Why do I keep saying theorize? Like, ambiguous endings. I feel like we can theorize together about like what happened. And I would really love to have a permanent place in BookTube and create more videos. I want to get to know everyone. Just reach out, please. God, I want book friends. Please be my book friend. Description is my Goodreads if you want to check that out. I haven't read much. Goodreads, Instagram, and Pinterest, I think. So if you want to check me out on those things, I'm there. I also think I forgot to say that my name is Nicole. My name is Nicole. Nice to meet you. Thanks so much for watching. I hope we can be friends, and I'll see you soon. Bye.